Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I want to just say thank you to all the Patreon subscribers, all the subscribers on YouTube. We got a lot of money this year. It's not stopping. Let's get to the teasers. First game, we got Buffalo at KC. Some lines have it +1.5. Some have it at +2. I'm working with the +2. I'm going to bring that up to Buffalo +9, and we're riding an Arrowhead with that. Listen, I understand what you guys are saying. You would rather ride with Mahomes than Josh Allen. I completely understand that. Josh Allen had a rocky first 8-9 games of the season, but which quarterback is hotter right now? Which quarterback is making more ad-lib plays? Which quarterback is making more explosive plays? It's the Buffalo Bills, and I see people trying to hype up the Chiefs' offensive line. I don't know if there's a team in the NFL outside of the Saints that use more screens, more misdirection to help the offensive line. This Bills defensive line, they're not going to dominate anyone. They're not going to play bully ball against anyone, but I think they have a significant to decent pass rush at times against Mahomes. And if the Bills can control Chris Jones, I think Allen will be able to stand firm. And I also like Allen's feet better than Mahomes. Mahomes really stopped running and ad-libbing this year after the first 6 weeks with the interceptions. So, and when I'm looking at this game, when I'm analyzing it, I like the Bills secondary better than the Chiefs secondary. Yes, the Chiefs secondary has played well, especially the second half of the season. I'm not trying to take anything away from them and that Steve Spagnuolo defense. But now that the Bills are getting in the rhythm with Diggs, now that he's finally a part of the game plan, I like what the Bills are doing, and I don't know how the Chiefs take Diggs away. Are they going to double him? We'll see if Cole Beasley can eat. I would double Diggs, but knowing Spagnuolo, knowing how many blitzes he dials up, I don't think Diggs will be double covered, man. That's why I got Buffalo +9. It's interesting when you look at this game, who's going to run the ball better? I actually think the Bills will run it more than the Chiefs. I know that's crazy. I know that's like pure Twilight Zone, but that's what I see happening. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the Tampa Bay Bucks. Right now, it's Rams +3. I'm bringing that up to Rams +10. Worst case scenario, Rams lose this game by a touchdown. Worst case scenario. I think the Rams are going to be in this to fight. I don't think they're going to get back down. I don't think they're going to get scared when they see Tom Brady walk on that field. And then, the NFL, we like talking about coaches. We like talking about the matchups on the offensive, defensive line. But I'm looking at the dogs in this game, the thoroughbreds on the outside, the wide receivers. This is the nasty. Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham, they might be the nastiest high-low I've ever seen in this league. I don't want to exaggerate. Listen, I thought the Odell Beckham signing was pure fluff. I thought it was actually smelled of desperation from the Rams, but it's working, and you add in Higbee to that mix and to sprinkle in a little bit of Von Jefferson. I think Stafford's got the advantage here. Now, we know this Todd Bowles defense, they're hard to run on, and the Rams are at their best when they're running it 55% of the time, working in the play actions, but I also think Cam Akers helps. Him and Michelle is a good 1-2 punch. And also Cam Akers adds a lot in the pass game that people aren't talking about. I think Stafford will dump it down to him whenever he feels pressure. And this is about which offensive line stands up better. We know Tampa Bay's offensive line is one of the best in this league, but I think everyone's showing disrespect to how much of a monster, how much of an iconoclast Tristan Wirfs is. Wirfs isn't going to be healthy this game. At best, he's going to be a game-time decision. And we saw what happened when their second-string right tackle came in. Ryan Kerrigan looked like Deacon Jones or looked like fucking Von Miller, Ryan Kerrigan, and that's how bad the right tackle will be. And Brady needs his protection, and we know Brady gets it out fast, and that's the reason why Tampa Bay can still be effective. But I'm just looking at it, Mike Evans and Gronk. Outside of him, who do you got that can win one-on-one matchups? And we know Brady's going to throw it to the running back a lot, but I love this rookie linebacker. I think he's the X factor, Ernest Jones. I think he plays good man-to-man on Gronk, or the running back. I don't know how McVay's going to use him, but let's see. Either way, Rams plus 10. I don't think they're intimidated going on the road. I don't think they're going to back down. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Share the videos. Let's get to the next game. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow at the Tennessee Titans. Titans are minus 3.5. I mean, you could bring it to plus 2.5. I'm fine with that. I want to just go Titans money line. The Titans covering the spread, they're always a mystery. And with the Titans, you're going to have 10 or 15 minutes of idiocracy. You're going to have 10 or 15 minutes of a just pure meltdown. And that's why they don't cover a lot of spreads. But with that being said, the Titans are going to scrap and do enough to win this game. I like their offensive line. Saffold is one of the best players in this league that no one talks about. And I keep fucking saying it every week. This man wins battles. This man gets pushed. Him and Luan stone blocking on this left side with the King Henry back. I'm not expecting a lot out of Henry, y'all. Devontae Foreman's been balling, but you give me King Henry with 10, 12 carries. It gives Tanny a little bit more freedom and vibe with the play action. And when is Julio Granite Stone Jones going to show up? It's his week because no team in this league plays more of a basic bitch coverage zone, whatever you want to say, than the Bengals. They don't disguise anything. They're very basic in what they do, and I think that makes Tannehill feel comfortable, and A.J. Brown will get going. Now, we know the Bengals got firepower. And that's why maybe you should tease this down, because the Bengals aren't a joke. King Burrow is not a joke. Jamar Chase is maybe the best rookie receiver since Randy Moss in 99. I don't like people saying he's better than Moss in 99 because they never watched that film. They never really dived into it. So, I mean, I'm just looking at the Bengals, and I don't think they're able to run the ball this game, y'all. I don't think they can run it against the Titans front seven. I know some of you guys are trying to poke holes using stats, and the Titans secondary, yes, they did get ripped up by Danny Amendola, and that's never a good sign. But week 18 is week 18. You guys got to calm down a little bit about that. I understand, but just calm down a little bit. I don't think Cincinnati runs this damn rock. I think the Titans control the line of scrimmage. They stop the run. And if this Bengals offensive line, if they're throwing it 70% of the time, man, I think Langer gets home. I think the Titans will be able to generate pressure. Yes, Burrow's going to make big plays. Yes, betting the Titans is going to give you a little bit of heart palpitations. Welcome to betting the Tennessee Titans in 2021, 2022. It's just where we're at. But Titans money line or Titans plus 2.5, I would not stub my nose if that's on the teaser. I'm adding it to the teaser. Next game, we got San Fran at the Green Bay Packers. Right now, it's Green Bay minus 6. Listen, let's not try to reinvent the wheel. And San Fran, last week, I had them as an upset, and that was fun. And taking Cinderella out for the dance, it's always fun, in the shoe and the stiletto, and it's always a magical moment. But those moments end, and Aaron the Game Rodgers is the Green Reaper that's going to end and finish those dreams. And I'm looking forward to watching Rodgers. And listen, I'm not saying the Packers come out and they're going to be up like 21-0 at halftime. I'm not saying anything along those lines. What I'm saying is this is going to be a persistent drip. It's going to be like a morphine drip in the hospital. Rodgers is surgically just impairing these corners, these safeties of San Fran that really can't cover. And the worrisome thing about the San Fran secondary is they don't got the speed. I think we see a lot of comebacks. We see a lot of 15-yard outs with Devontae Adams, and I'm not seeing how the Niners stop that. I'm just not seeing it, man. And you look at Jimmy G, he's due for one or two mistakes this game. Now, we always worry about the Packers front seven, but I think they're going to pack this box. They're going to risk Debo and Ayuk and Kittle making 3 or 4 big plays. But the most important thing is the Packers are going to stop this run, and I'm not seeing anyone who can block Rashawn Gary. They're not putting him over Trent Williams, by the way. Like, just so everyone knows, just because Trent Williams is there doesn't mean that eliminates Rashawn Gary. He doesn't line up there. Rashawn Gary will do enough. Packers will go 8-man fronts. Packers are going to stop the run. Give me the Packers and the pick 'em. Next game, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to do the over-under on this one. Right now, it's 54.5. You can use the 10-point. I'm going to use the 10-point on this one. I'm going to bring that 54.5 down to 44.5. At 44.5 and go over, just to make it clear for people. And I think this game takes off in the second half. I think it's going to be an American classic. I think everyone's going to be in their house just saying, wow, bro, like that just happened. Mahomes just made that throw. Josh Allen's just hit Diggs fucking 30 yards on the run. I think that's the type of game, and I think it ends up pushing towards over. I think both of these defenses come out, compete in the first half. I really like what they're doing in the first half, but I think in the second half, these quarterbacks take over, the explosion takes over, the thoroughbreds on the outside take over, and it's going to push towards over. Plus, in this game, when you're looking at over-unders, one thing that kills the over is running the ball, killing clock. That's something that's not going to happen this game. Maybe in the first half they'll be trying to run it, but both teams will revert to their their default setting. Their software will reset, and they'll say, throw it. We know Big Red Andy Reid will do that. So here's the teaser. Buffalo +9. Rams +10. The Titans +2.5 for money line, depending what you want to do. San Fran, Green Bay in the pick 'em. And then over the 44.5 in Bills, Chiefs. Let's get this money. Have a great divisional round weekend.
How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take two, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break. Yeah.
Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Moving forward on the glory, up and onward, write the story. Little further, I can see it. We will be there before you know.
This life can get you down, down, down.
Just keep yourself around.